I'm an artist myself, and I've never seen the steamroller printing, and it was really awesome and super unique and original, and so.
Definitely don't see this every day where a steamroller actually prints the ink onto something, so these are like 8 feet long. I love the printing process, and having something this large printed of my work is pretty dang cool.
This Father's Day weekend, we have the Foundry Art Center's first ever block party. As an art center, one of the things we want to do is create events that are free and open to the public. And one of the things we wanted to do was this steamroller event. So we went out and we contacted some artists, got the images, worked with Graphic House to figure all the logistics out. And then we built everything around that main attraction of the steamroller prints. Live music, beer booths, food trucks, fire department, public works are all out here with their vehicles and the heavy machinery. Even the mounted police have the horse out here.
My 5-year-old was excited to look at all the SWAT and the fire truck, and I love it. I think it's great, anything that brings the community together and out.
Kids just really liked interacting with those who help out with the community, like the firefighters and the police officers. It was really cool to see the art organizations come out here and support St. Charles. You had Public Art Company and Graphic House.
We reached out to a couple artists, and the first thing that they said was, you really need to reach out to Graphic House. They have the capacity to do these large-scale printing. Also, we're really glad that Fabicat came out and donated the steamroller for the day. Without them, it wouldn't happen.
I'd like to be on that, so run that piece of it. And so I thought that would be really interesting for my father to see that. It's just something that's unique. You don't see all these artists that come together. It's just nice to be able to learn all the different artists and what they've done. So it's fascinating. I wish I had that talent.
Yeah, same here.
So I've got a little skateboard guy here, which was an illustration I did a little while back that I converted into black and white for this event. I just gave them some artwork and they did a great job interpreting it.
What that is like one of the older forms of printmaking, so basically it's kind of like the same method as using a stamp. Whatever is recessed isn't going to pick up the ink, so whenever you put some pressure to it, paper and pressure, basically all these areas that have been carved away are not going to print, but the areas that are flat will print flat. So we basically make a slab, lay down some ink, put it on the rollers, and then it should transfer to the block. And we'll keep repeating this process until we get a really good even layer of ink on the block. And normally we use a printing press when printing this, but for an outdoor event, we've decided to use the steamroller. Brings a good crowd in. It's a pretty interesting printmaking trick to show off to people, and it's great for outdoors, so that's what we're doing here today.
The donation of the steamroller was just fantastic. And Urban Chestnut as well. They've been a really supportive sponsor of this event. Argument and Defiance came out doing the tie-dye. Having all the small businesses, local businesses come out and support what we're doing here. It's an authentic way that they can show support for the artistic community, and I think it's important to them to have that kind of association, and we're just glad that we were able to be a resource for them.
Yeah, I think it'd be great for a ton of people to come out and experience the arts and the culture that St. Charles has to offer.